Today is December the 19th of 2024, just a few days before Christmas. And the energy is so heavy. And I will tell you that I'm quite certain that the CW will be getting lumps of coal in their stockings. But aside from that, I'm curious because there are so many things that I'm perceiving. I'm getting messages. I'm going to ask John if his energy is here, if he'll step in and guide us. I'm going to start out with the House of Zelda cards. We're going to see exactly where this goes. And hang tight, because you are here with me, and we are. Welcome, my darlings. I'm Lady Zelda with Seeing Crime, and here we are. Now, I shuffle these cards beforehand. And by the way, I'm reading on this very light cloth today because I need to bring some light to the situation. And if you see something here, let me know. I saw a face earlier, but I love it if you let me know in the comments. So I shuffle the cards before we always get started, and then I shuffle while I'm on camera because, well, that's what I do. Now, wealth, abundance, anger. Oh, yes. A change in directions. I have a feeling I know where this is going. Things are heating up. Look at that little sweetheart. I'd like to have that fireplace about right now. I know many of you would too. Now, before I start commenting, I want you to know, if you're seeing this for the first time, please subscribe. Like this video for all of you who are always here and supporting and watching me. Thank you so much. I am not law enforcement. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a fire professional. I'm not a medical professional. I am a tarot oracle profiler. That's it. I get my message from the cards. This is entertainment purposes only. You are more than welcome here, and you're more than welcome to put your comment as long as it's nice and respectful. And here we go. There's anger over wealth and abundance. And I'm thinking I know where this is going because I've been picking this up for a while. Because there has been a change in direction and things have been heating up. So this does not have anything to do with Karen. This has something to do with the bad actors. And I'm just going to say allegedly. I think there was a thought that there's going to be wealth and abundance at their beck and call. That they were going to cash in because of this case for Karen Reed. But now there's some anger. And I think because things are taking a change in direction. Because things are heating up. Now, why is that? I'm going to lay out a couple of Kipper cards, and we're going to see. I think I know, but I'm not going to. I don't like to mention these things because I don't want to influence the cards. Here we are. A message of concern. Yes. Privileged lady. A mature man. That is Karen. We don't know who this is yet because I want to get confirmation of who that is. But this message of concern. Oh, I just heard this horn bellow out. I don't know if you heard that or not, but if you did, sometimes I like those noises because I think that, well, there's a little bit of energy here and we're supposed to be paying attention. All right, so now the sun. Okay. Seven of Swords. Okay, my darlings. Okay. This is a message of concern. I believe that this is Mr. Meatball Morrissey, in my opinion. and I'll explain why. I think all this time coming is because every time the CW takes a turn to think that they have evidence against Karen that will put her away, it kind of blows up and they have nothing, so they take another turn. And Karen is right. It is a fishing expedition. But there's a message of concern that I think that these bad actors have gotten or are getting from something or someone that has promised them that they're going to be able to cash in, and it has made them angry. Look at that guy. You'll have to face him. There's been a change in direction because things are heating up. How are they heating up? I believe that the defense of the Karen Read case is they've got some things that we're only going to know about if and when this trial happens, and especially after it is over. I want you to know by May of 2025, this will be over. March will be significant. But there was a message of concern that came to the bad actors about Karen. And I think it has to do with the CW, the mature men, because there's more than just one. Because I think that the message of concern is that Karen is going to be okay. This is Karen. The message of concern of the CW is that she's going to be okay. This deal, this wealth that these bad actors are planning on getting once they put Karen away, supposedly, that I believe is their mindset, is falling away because the deal is changing directions, because things are heating up, and this doesn't look good, my darlings. Not for the CW, because they're learning. They've got a message. Look, we're and I can just paraphrase this. I don't know, it's not a fact, but I will tell you based on what I'm seeing here is that, well, they maybe sort of kind of have gotten a message from the powers that be that have promised them wealth and abundance if they sell the story, their side. They're probably getting this message of concern that, look, this may not be going the way we thought it was going to go, so we're going to wait. But thanks a lot. And that caused the anger because things are heating up. How are they heating up? Well, the defense team is going to show that they did all of what Karen has said that they have done, and more so. And they think they got away with it, and they have not. That's amazing, isn't it? You're going to see some swift changes coming anytime now. Anytime now, you will start seeing these swift changes coming. In the last video, I said, why aren't we not hearing from them? And it's because they're all in on it, supposedly. But this, they're trying to cash in on the demise of Karen. And it's not going to work, and it's making them angry. They may have a deal, but it's certainly not going to be the deal that they thought originally that it is. They have a problem, and we know it. I'm trying to think what deck I want to use next, and I think, no, we're going to use this, my grandmother's Gypsy Witch. We're going to see what's going on here. That card always comes up, and you know what it means? It means money, indicating riches. However, if this one door is shut, showing this way, If this were over here, yeah, they would be getting riches because the door is open this way. But if shut and going this way, well, they can pretty much expect a loss. The Three of Diamonds is an education card, and it is also a business and also a legal card. That means, well, they need to bring some more to the table if they feel they're going to win. At this point, they are shaky because this Sun card is right here showing us that Karen's the defense team. Listen, Robert Alessi, who is the attorney, and some of these gentlemen and lady would not defer or do anything pro bono if they did not think that Karen was innocent. I know lawyers. I'm going to tell you this. I know a lot of them. I like a lot of them. This type of thing is their cases. They love big cases. They love things like this. But they always want to be, well, of course, it's a lot of work. They have to earn the money. But for a lawyer to do this pro bono or to defer their payments, oh, they know more than what we do. And look at this stork laying on top of the Karen card, basically talking about a change of residence for the better. The Seven of Hearts means that this is going to be a very fulfilling time for Karen, even though, I mean, she's still on the hook. She still has to go through this. She's a champion. There's some divine guidance and direction over her. Don't worry. But this stork is a brand new beginning. It's the birth of something new coming. And that means this change of directions is going to be pretty awesome, my darlings. Pretty awesome. One more card from this. The Eight of... And I want to invite you to look how these cards lie. Lie. Yeah, lie. Lying is all right. The Eight of Hearts is a card where it says you're kind of suspicious about what comes from the heart. If somebody is telling you a tall tale, you may instinctively know it, but you're going to feel a little suspicious. But the cat denotes strife. And look where it's laying. It's laying on Mr. Meatball. It's laying on the Seven of Swords, feeling that they have to look over their shoulders constantly. And now, this is pretty wild. Let's see what lies beneath. Let's get a couple of cards from here. Check yourself. Yeah, hello. These people need to go back and they need to check because, you know, there's going to be a point where they come out. But no apology because, yeah, they are, in my opinion. Throwing away, now forget about this because it is a typo on this card, but it is basically getting rid of and tossing out. Well, yeah, they tried to get rid of John. They tried to toss out. They thought they were just going to get away with this, in my opinion. And, you know, one lie leads to another. And the truth, you never have to worry about how things... Why do you think Jennifer made so many calls? If these were butt dials that Jennifer was making, why did she butt dial John so much? Why? Remember that? Because she was checking in. If you look at the call logs, you'll see that Jennifer was checking in every time someone, Brian Albert, any of these others, had something to do with any type of law enforcement interview. She was checking in. The fixer, in my opinion. For sure. So, my darlings, the energy is so real that my camera stopped. I'm so glad that I caught it before I laid down any more cards. This is what I want to do. I want to ask if John's energy is here. John, angels, guide, spirit. John, if your energy is here, let us know. I would love to have a word with you. Well, there's that message. And maybe he's bringing a message in. He sure is bringing... Do you notice that there's so many sevens? Yep, there's a change of direction, a different path. Oh yeah, my darlings. So, you know what? He's pretty much mirroring the rest of this. And this energy is, there is a message coming of concern by the snakes in the CW. There's going to be a change of direction, a change of path. This is a communication, and I want you to know this. This Queen of Diamonds is this energy of communication, and it's an air sign. And I'm going to say, you probably do see all these little birds there, which is the spirit animal of the air signs, of the air element. But there is a change of path. Which change they're going to do, I'm not so sure. But look, there's the star card. You know who the star card is. And the Six of Hearts is a card that basically says sacrifices. You see, there's all these zodiac signs in this one particular card. Now, this isn't like the tarot. It is like the star. You know what this means? There's a divine presence. There's a divine element over this. There is the devil's bedpost. There is Mr. Reed. Now, no, he's not. But we'll explain that in a minute. All right, my darlings. Mr. Reed, this card means a lack of trust, being swindled, not being able to trust anything that comes out. That's how Mr. Reed feels. He knows these people are in bed with the devil. That's what this card means. He knows this is a gamble. But they're going to win. It's not a casino gamble. It is a risk. But it's for them. Because, you know, once again, changing direction, going on a different path. And this card, gambling, changes. There are a lot of changes coming, both in money and in, well, I'm just going to say, and with an intention. There are a lot of decisions that are coming, and there's someone who has this younger air element that is basically going to say, look, you know, we've got this guy here who's basically going to say, look, he's got good intentions, he's intelligent, and I'm going to tell you, I think he's going to try to do something about putting this, but okay, so here's the deal. The bottom line this reading, in summary, is about, in my opinion, there was a deal on the table that these bad actors, these two families coming together, in my opinion, let me stop my camera from trying to focus because I'm doing all over the place. And because there's been so much craziness, whomever made the deal, whomever said, you know, doesn't look so good. Things are heating up. We're gonna change directions. We're not happy with the way things are going. So So, we're going to wait because things are heating up in this next trial. We're going to wait. It has made these two families angry, in my opinion. Because you know what? They want nothing more but to profit off of Karen and poor Officer John O'Keefe. There's more coming. We're going to talk about what else I'm getting in my little private readings. I'm glad this came up today because I'm going to tell you, things are falling down around them. They are angry. And you know what happens when people get angry when they're guilty? They start messing up. There is no way that they're going to start confessing. None. Zero. We can get that. That's a part of Fantasy Island. We're not going to see that. There's not going to be anyone who has any morals to come forward, in my opinion, to be able to say, oh, you know what, this really did happen because John did really go in the house and this really did happen. Because my question to the CW, if they are watching this, is this. You should be expecting this information from the Inform of Karen's Lexus SUV very soon. I'm going to say within hours if you don't already have it. My question is this to you, CW. If a piece of glass or even a hair was able to withstand the weather and the wind and everything else and be on the bumper of that vehicle or stuck wherever, then why didn't you swab that tail light for DNA, for John's DNA? Because if it hit him and shattered the way that you said, there would still be DNA on that tail light. Did that happen? Does anyone know if that happened? I've not seen it, but I was a late bloomer in this case. I did not see it. Where is the DNA on the taillight? Where is the DNA? It's probably, I'm sure it's gone. It's probably been washed off. It's probably been, technically. So these people are not using their noodles. They're not using their head, but they're going to get angry because now the deal on the table is going away. Watch. Just watch. We'll see what happens. And just to let you know, here is an example. If I do this, 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 or even this, my DNA is all over this card. So I would like to know that question about the DNA on the back of Karen's vehicle. Does it exist? I know it doesn't, but you have to ask that question. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. We're going to see, and I'm going to tell you, I think it's funny. In my opinion, how dare you be angry because you can't cash in on someone else's demise that you caused? You get what you deserve, and even worse. Yes, we are all angry. Thanks again, my darlings. You be well, and I'm leaving links in the description so you can shop and get readings with me. And I love you and appreciate it. I'm going to see you soon. And you be well. Bye for now.